And test this. What is up, gamers? Welcome back to Impossible Game Challenges Daily. So, this is the wrong map. Here we are. I did this off camera last time. I made this little basement for putting all kinds of nefarious schemes and, evil schemes. So that's great. What else I do? Cooked iron, cooking more iron. I think I have a lot of iron. Yeah, we're good on that front. I made a bucket. So we're going to take that. And we're going to take some cobbled stones. And we're going to take some minecart rails. That'll be plenty. And some powered rails. And we're going to take... Don't need many levers. Great. Is it daytime? It's daytime. Perfect. We need to return to the Sphinx dungeon. Because I have a sneaky scheme. Is that going up or going down? I think it's going down. So I think I've timed this incredibly poorly. I like that boat. Up there it's gone. Bye, boat. And this this mess I made. Oh, that's what I did. I mined a shit ton of iron and cobblestone from this thing here. You can kind of see the hole that I left. I think I took out the majority of it, to be honest. I haven't mined the trees up there, because the leaves are actually keeping guys from spawning and then jumping down this and then landing on me. So I kind of want to keep those in place. But I did mine out a ton of iron. Wow. You liked the stream so much you said the same copy-paste message twice. Amazing. So, yep, I got here at exactly the wrong time. Good work, everyone. Do I have torches? I have loads of torches. We're good. I have no idea. Is this the New York track, maybe? I don't know which one this is. I want to check something, actually. Is that... Okay. Is there anything of interest on the back half of the Sphinx Island? I don't think there is. Doesn't look like it. I think the only interesting thing was up here. Alright, we're heading in. Go down the staircase I made so I don't take damage. And I do have a sneaky scheme. You can probably guess what it's going to be, given that I made a bucket. But I won't spoil the surprise. And here we are. Which looks the easiest to grab? Oh, this is just all source blocks. Okay, cool. So swap that up. Is it still day enough for me to escape safely? I certainly hope it is. Because I don't want to stand around doing nothing for 10 minutes. But I think we're just going to make it. I think we're going to just barely make it. Nice. Up and over the roots. Not that. But bing, bang, boom. Alright, this moves us on to phase 2 of my sneaky scheme. Hey, it's good. We just started. I went back to this dungeon that I hate to get a bucket of lava from that room with the lava. And, oh, also off screen, I dug up most of the iron from this thing. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. And then this part of my rail has not loaded. Luckily, we made it anyway. That was a close one. But I meant to go out during the daytime, but I messed up. So, it's not. How are you doing? Oh, and I have a new basement now. Excellent. Good to hear it. Keep it up. Nice. I have 3 bottles of water in case I get thirsty. Oh yeah, I saw that because Discord is the thing where it shows like the game overlay. I saw you've been playing that. How'd it go? Oh, you missed it, but I got a chatbot who said the same message twice, but it was all in one message. Like they pasted it twice in by mistake. That was exciting. I should have left it, honestly. I like that they went the extra mile to scam me or whatever the fuck. Alright, so lava bucket acquired. We're gonna throw it in here with the rest of my stuff for the moment. I've been there. I've been there both as the friend who can't connect and the one who has to do everything. I made this new basement, so we can do all kinds of sneaky schemes and evil rituals, you know? What kind of game is it? Like, I know of the game Helldivers. What kind of game is it? Is it like a first-person shooter? Gotcha. Okay. Third person, right. I was thinking first-person shooter didn't sound right. So yeah. My goal for the moment, you can see the giant hole I made in this island here, where I dug out all iron. I want to get over to that crap, which is why I've brought a bunch of cobblestones. Nice. All right, get rid of that. Did I get the minecart back? I did. Okay, so I hate the Sphinx dungeon, and I never want to go there again. So we're going to destroy that, and then. How high does this? Definitely needs to be higher than where I am now. Whoop. I would like to make the railway height line up with the height of that blue stuff. I'm just trying to kind of guess. If I really wanted to try hard, I could have gone and looked up what like the Y level of that is, but that's not worth it. Okay, gotcha. And more cobbled stones. Hopefully I brought enough booster rails. The bigger staircase than I thought I was going to need. That's fine. You didn't need to get picked up anyway, right? You're fine. That's funny. Well done, never giving up, never surrendering, right? I'm going to do a little bit more. Too high is better than too low for this one, so. If I end up too low, they can like jump down and drop down and jump scare me. I was trying to say that and I kept saying jump down and drop scare me, which those aren't words. That's awesome. Congratulations. Alright, let's see. So I'll put a rail here. And then the powered rail. So I need to put powered rails along this bit. I'm going to knock out my ladders to do it. Hopefully, I think this will reach all but just one lever. So we'll be fine on that front. But obviously, since I can't jump, I need to use either the ladders or the rails to... Maybe I do need 2 levers, honestly. Let's go ahead and throw one down. Kind of a long staircase. Now, unfortunately, because they don't update right, this won't be powered. But I can, like, toggle this. Now it will be. But that only works as long as I can reach that lever. So I'm probably going to need to spend a second one. But levers are extremely cheap, so I don't really care. Outside of just not wanting to waste my stuff. And throw that there. Punching above your weight class then. That's awesome. Ooh, why is that not working? Turn on. Alright, I have got a plan. Give me this back. And then we put it here. There, problem solved. And I guess I should have put torches on this, like, before, but... Now... Drop one of these. Now we're at the top. Great. So let me torch this. I don't really know what the pattern was, so I'm just going to do every one. Because it's going to bug me if I get the pattern wrong. And there's a 50% chance I get it wrong. Oop. I gotta say, I haven't been up to a whole lot lately. I've been really tired. I don't know. Congratulations! I don't even know what that is. Congratulations on your prize! I think Yui told me at one point that she won like a cape or something, and she doesn't even play this game, so she was like, do you want a cape? And I was like, I'm pretty sure in the version I play on, they haven't invented capes yet, so I couldn't use it anyway. But, you know, thank you. I need to torch this also. Put a booster there. Oh, and I probably want to make this so I don't fall into the ocean and drown. Let's add a few. Okay, great. I did not know I had drops enabled. Congratulations! 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. They haven't given me the permission to use the channel points thing yet. I want to do that. I don't have any funny ideas for what to do with it. I just want to have channel points. We need to keep going. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Welcome to Counting to 5 Simulator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. We counted to 5 several times successfully. I can't believe we pulled it off. I need more cobblestones though. Yeah, I want to get over there is the plan. I can get more cobblestones here. So yeah, most of the time I spent off camera this week was digging up all the iron from this dungeon. There's iron here, and now there's nothing there. And also, if we swing around inside, there was iron down here. Now, obviously, not so much. And I left a big pit here as well. So that's pretty much the highlight of my week. That worked out perfectly, because now I have 10. I'm gonna grab a couple more stacks as well. Do I have torches? I do have torches. I need more ladders and more rails. I usually don't do the rails at the same time as the initial bridge. Yeah, I watched the trailer for it. I'm probably not gonna play it, but I really liked how they did the trailer. It's a very good trailer. Everything in basketball, such as shooting, jumping, using your magnet. I would Discord in my way. Speaking of Discord me things, every time I start the stream, I remember that you sent me a video to watch, and I still haven't done it. But I did watch the one with the Coconut Mall piano running through the mall. That was incredible. Thank you for sending me that. I liked the dedication that even his friends dressed up as well. See, that was good. It was, yeah, absolutely. I can't believe I hadn't seen that, because it was like, it felt like one of those like legendary ones that just, everyone has seen. You know what I mean? It was magical. Let's get some rails. I'll get one stack of rails and then from some of those, and then some levers. And what else? I think we're good. Yeah, with the car that was like trying to hit them as it pulled out of the space. And they threw down a banana peel to hit it. That was awesome. That's interesting that it's not the whole chunk that hasn't loaded, it's just my rail. I mean, the rail still works even though it's invisible, so I guess I don't care. I also, you remember when we were trying to get this dungeon down here? This weird L shape is just going to be part of the island forever now, because I'm not going to go take that back down. So it's just going to have this now. Whoop. Alright, you get out of the way. Lever. Activate that. I'm going to say that I remembered that was there. That's why I brought one extra lever. I definitely did not. That was just lucky. Looks like I need to go a little further. I probably should have slept while I was at the base getting cobblestone, so I could actually see what the hell I'm doing. But I'm sure it'll be fine. But I did check out that basketball game. Incredible concept. I'm sure it's obvious by now, but that's a joke I really enjoy, is having something that is blatantly not normal and just pretending it's normal and not acknowledging that it's not. I love that stuff. I think I didn't go high enough. That's okay. So the whole gimmick being that's, it's a normal game. It's just a normal basketball game with your giant robots and your magnets. That's exactly my kind of humor. I'm not good at committing to it though, because I get excited about the joke and I want to talk about it. I think I've gone too far now. Let's figure out where the corner needs to go based on where is convenient rail-wise. I find usually about 16 rails between boosters is, fine, so we'll do that. And then wherever the corner happens to end up is just that'll be where the corner is. They lose a lot of speed on corners, so that's why I have like one booster in and one out of every corner. And there's one. I'm sure there's some like optimal number, but thank you. This looks like a good place to put the corner actually. We would just miss that igloo. Let's do it here. So knock out that torch, put that in there. Move the torch to the other side, and then put one there. And Rail there. Power there. Lever it up. Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're back to this, but going this way now. And surely nothing bad will happen. And no enemies are going to spawn and jump scare me and nothing. So that's the plan. I guess we should be doing it this way. But yeah, thank you. I will be sure to take a look. I've got the Mario Kart soundtrack on it. I think we used this last time, but we didn't finish it, so... yeah, I mean, what a hell of a concept, right? Like, that's one of those, like, I'm probably not going to play this myself, but I'm very glad this exists kind of games for me. Oh, on Tuesday, Nova came and she helped me out with Tile Factory. She was the one who told me about it, and it turns out I was doing several things like completely wrong. Like, she looked at the way I was doing like belt crossovers and was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then like drew up a diagram in Paint of a much simpler belt crossover and sent me that. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm stupid." Okay. So that was good. Yeah, I feel like that's a problem. A problem conceptually with a lot of those is if you don't have the friends to play it with, it's like, okay, I now have a shitty basketball game that I cannot play. And it's a little bit, there's not a lot to do. I picked up Golf with Your Friends a while ago. Right? The problem is I'm not good at automation games, like, at all. I really enjoy them, but I am not good at them. I say automation games, really puzzle games. Automation games, I would say, is more like Factorio and stuff. And I honestly don't... I've seen gameplay of Factorio, and it doesn't quite do it for me. And I think the problem is that I like puzzle games. Look at all these guys. I like puzzle games. And I like puzzle games that are themed around using conveyor belts and shit, because that's fun. But when I have to actually build the system and then, like, use it, Like, when it's a problem for me that my system sucks ass, I don't like it, because then I suddenly have to build it good. And I don't have a ton of interest in, like, optimization games. You know what I mean? Also, to be fair, I beat Tile Factory in one stream. It's the Tile Factory 2 preview that's giving me all the trouble. They really saved all the difficulty for the sequel. Which I think is very funny. But yeah, so last week was going to be the last one whether or not I finished it, and I didn't finish it, but there's 3 levels left to do, and I've learned much better techniques, so I probably am going to finish it. Fuck it. Like, some of the ones that look straight up impossible are like, oh, okay. Because there was one that the gimmick looked like it doesn't give you a lot of space to work in, and I'm like, okay, there's no way I can beat that. There's not enough space. Maybe I'll pop it open, like, tomorrow or something. Just like on my own and like look at the levels and kind of get an idea of what solution I would do. I think I probably am going to finish it though. The time to abandon it was when I got to the Tile Factory 2 preview. At this point I'm committed, I feel like. So I got the height exactly right, but the problem is I don't think it's a good time to go over there. It looks a little bit dangerous. Let's get some rails down. Also, I'm not going to clean up that extra pillar on the right. That's just going to stay there. I couldn't recover any of the materials anyway, so I see no reason to knock it down. So there's just going to be a long cobblestone stick that just sticks out. And we're just going to like it. I definitely did not bring enough rails to fully rail this up, but I can throw down the 30 that I have. Roop. It'll work out too, because it all kind of works out with that goal of kind of bringing everything to a sort of finish, and then start with a new batch of stuff for next year. Everything kind of works out time-wise on that front, so can't complain there. Let's go ahead and throw a minecart in there for a hasty getaway. Yeah, part of I've talked about it a lot. Part of the reason that so many dudes spawned on this thing is because it's the only space around here that dudes can spawn on. When I open up the igloo there, it's going to be a nightmare. That skeleton hopefully will burn to death before I get over there. I want this path to be very well lit, though. Dumb party games are fun, honestly. Surely there won't be anything dangerous in here, I say. By the way, this is why I made this part of the path out of cobblestone and not sandstone. Ow. It's gas shots can break sandstone. Oh, take that. Me when I get you. Gas shots can break sandstone. They can't break cobblestone. So that's why this is cobblestone. Let's take these guys out. Because I don't want to deal with this. That's awesome. I'm glad you're able. Yeah, I was talking about Golf with Your Friends. I like Golf with Your Friends, but I've exclusively played it in single player. I have never played Golf with Your Friend with an actual friend, which I guess is kind of sad. But it's a good game. Yeah. I'm making a mess of this a little bit. Let's make some snow and fill that in. Oop. Okay, that's why I hadn't filled that in. Since my rail line goes right by here, I do want to knock out these gas spawners because it's going to be a titanic pain to spawn gas every time I go by. I think they're far enough away that they won't spawn, but why take the risk? Yep, that's fair. I wouldn't recommend like Golf with Your Friends right now because they've started a new like thing. What they were doing was they would fairly regularly update the game with new courses to play and stuff. And they have changed how they do it now to where you have to buy the new courses instead of just getting them. Which I guess is fair, but I don't like it. And also all the reviews of the new courses are like, this is not worth buying. Like this course is worse than the free ones. So, I don't know. I'm trying to use my cobblestone to get rid of this water. It's not really working. Okay, there, that worked. I'm not really big on games that try to like nickel and dime you, you know? Like I'm like, if I buy the game, I want to have the game. And if you're going to update it, great. And if you're not going to update it, that's totally fine. I don't like that they changed over halfway. Alright, there's a skeleton there. Let's light this up. Like, if they had done it more like, here's Golf with Your Friends. And then a couple years later, here's Golf with Your Friends 2. And it has a bunch of new courses in it. And like that's what makes it 2. I'd be okay with that. I don't like that they sort of changed the paradigm halfway through, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm just a cheap bastard. But the reason I'm fucking around with the cobblestone, I want to not have water everywhere. But whenever I break the... So, breaking an ice block that is on top of something will make water. But if the ice block is not on top of something, then it doesn't make water. Which is why I'm knocking out the snow beneath them. But obviously I have not done a good job of this. Where's this water coming from? Is it there? Is it there? Okay, I think we're good there. I also need to keep this well lit because apparently skeletons can spawn in here. So that's a nice bonus. block that in. I don't know that one either. I don't know anything. What's that one like? I played a game, this is a hell of a thing. In college, I took a bunch of game design related classes. Did I get all, what's this water doing? Oh, I melted it with my torch, that makes sense. I mean, it floating doesn't make sense, but why it, I get it, I understand. And in one of the classes, we had an assignment to essentially play a game you've never played before for 15 minutes or whatever. I should not take all of this while there's 100,000 ghasts everywhere. I think what I'm going to do is actually just bugger off to despawn all the ghasts. And hopefully I live. And if I don't live, then, whatever. There's one. I thought it was train related. I like the idea of a train that you're building the track as the train is going. I think that's a very good concept. In that it's not at all a good concept. It's not a good concept for the train, right? Like it's like, okay, we don't want to have to deal with... That might knock out the rails. No, it missed. Nice. So hopefully I get far enough away to despawn that guy. Then I'll swing back and come get the wool. That's kind of my plan. And then I'll put a little wall to block off that dungeon so that guys won't constantly jump scare me on the railway. Because I'm certainly not going to light up the whole thing. I don't want these. What was I on about? Yeah, so I took and one of the assignments was like play a game you've never played before for however long and like write this and that and the other thing. And I was going to play Fortnite because that's funny. I would hate Fortnite. I would not like Fortnite, but it's free. And I thought that'd be really funny if he gets back at one of these papers. But I played Fortnite. But a friend of mine at the time recommended a different game. Like, this game is also free and it's really shitty. And I believe it was called, it looked like Roblox or some shit. I want to say it was called Unturned. It's not a very good game. I'm going to be real. But I guarantee I'm the only person in the class whose like gameplay report was about fucking Unturned. But I think also Fortnite would have been really funny, so. I won either way, basically. Let's see. Yeah! That was basically what I wrote in my report, was like, okay, well, so I opened the game, and I joined a server at random, and I fucked around a little bit, and there was absolutely nothing to do. And then I joined a different server, and I went and got lost in the woods for the rest of the 15 minutes. It was some shit like that. So, good stuff. I do think that it was funnier than if I had done Fortnite. Because, like, Fortnite is... I mean, it's Fortnite, right? Like, oh, haha, Fortnite, funny. But, man, Unturned? Who the hell's heard of that shit? It was great. Another in that class that I thought was very funny was, one assignment that we had was to play this card game that was basically Uno, but with like a standard deck of cards, so you didn't have to go buy Uno cards. And like play the card game, write like an initial kind of thoughts about it or whatever, like do a gameplay analysis or whatever, and then yeah, pretty much. And then there was a couple of like make a change to the rules, then do it write a new like how did it affect the gameplay, that kind of thing. So I tried to get some people together to play this card game, but I couldn't do it. Everyone was busy. So I just played all 4 hands myself just to see what the gameplay would look like, basically. And I wrote the report up based on that, just not mentioning that I was all 4 players. So it's like, we had one thing where this player couldn't play any card because of XYZ, whatever the fuck, right? And it was really good that I did that, because the professor mentioned that when he was reading the reports, he had a decent sense of who had actually played the card game and who had just thought about playing the card game based on the tense you used in writing. And if you consistently said this would happen or this could happen, that versus saying this did happen in the, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that I did play it just like by myself meant I did write in this did happen tense. So I thought that was funny. That was also a class, we had one, right? So, being incredibly lonely and playing fucking cards by myself, it did pay off, so. Cause like, it feels kind of stupid. Like, I can pretty much assume, how this game is gonna play. I don't think I actually need to play it, but I did anyway, and it did pay off. That was also one report we did was, it was like, read this information about the Game Boy, and then read this information about some other thing, and basically like compare and contrast the two consoles, and so one section was on input methods, right? So obviously the Game Boy, you have the buttons. The other thing, probably also had buttons. The buttons are pretty standard. Let's get in and get the wool before this gets to night and becomes a hellstorm. Gimme. Alright, got all 27. Go, 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 go. Get out of here. Hurry. Up and, can I do overroots? I can with ladders. And so in the section for the Game Boy, I think it was the Game Boy, I don't remember. But I just kind of threw in, I happen to know that there's a game called Kirby Tilt and Tumble, where in the cartridge, there's a gyroscope built in, so it has tilt controls. I just kind of threw that in the report. That wasn't mentioned in the document or nothing. It's just, I just happen to know about Kirby's Tilt and Tumble. And I like to joke that I absolutely fucking guarantee that the professor stopped reading at that point. If he was even still reading it at that point, he fucking stopped reading at that point. Because it's like, okay, they're bringing up Kirby Tilt and Tumble. I don't give a shit. Clearly they know what they're talking about. So I like to imagine the Kirby Tilt and Tumble jump scare just being the breaking point. I wrote a bunch of dumb shit for that class. So I have to wonder if he got tired of it. So I put this weird little fork thing to keep spiders from coming up and over. That should mostly work. Up and over the roots, obviously. Yeah, if you go up but you don't go over the roots, I mean, what are you even doing, right? There another class I had with the same guy was, that one was more focused on game design, I want to say, like principles and things, and the other one I had was more focused on actually implementation. So one thing we did was make, those games where you have different, you'll get water and fire and earth and wind, and you combine them, and you combine water and earth and you get mud, and you combine mud and fire and you get brick, that kind of thing. We had to make one of those, and I was just thinking about this the other day. I did pixel art for all the tiles. I actually think looked pretty good. I'm pretty sure this game is gone forever, but anyway. And you start with water, fire, two other things I don't remember. But one of the first recipes you're supposed to make is to combine fire with fire to make double fire. I think that's so funny, because it's that's not a thing. You wouldn't combine water and water to get double water. You get lake or something. But I just fuck it. Fire, double fire. Green. Oh, that was a really in-game wool. Wow. Okay, sick. That goes after brown. Yeah. Am I out of music? If I remember the lore right, you combine fire and fire to make double fire. And then you combine double fire and double fire to make the sun. And then you combined, What did you do after that? Somehow you got sand. I don't remember how you got sand, but you got sand, and sun and sand made like desert or cactus or something. Tell you what, deal. I'll if I run out of Mario Kart, I'll play that. It's doing the thing it does so often where it's like, oh, video pause. Do you want to keep watching? And I thought I installed an extension to make it not do that, but apparently my extension broke, so fuck me. I probably should have made more torches now I think about it. Because if we're doing, we'll be fine. But yeah, those were, I'll say like retrospect fun. Oh yeah, so like desert and sun would make like cactus or something. I want to say that the end goal of the game was basically make cactus because it was like the cactus was like the most advanced recipe you could make because there's only like, the game was not meant to be like super deep, you know? It was meant to just be more like prove you can make it, have 10 recipes or whatever. So it didn't go, so I think cactus was basically like the win state for the game was make a cactus, which I think is funny. But yeah, those, I'm going to call those like retrospect fun classes, because at the time they were sure as hell not fun. They were a lot of work. But looking back, it's like that I made a stupid cactus combiner game. That was fun, you know? Presumably, there's more shit out this way. Maybe there's not, but we're gonna find out. Oh right, and I want to sync up my count to have 5. So I don't have to actually count, I just see whenever there's a multiple of 5. Yeah, I call that, I saw a post going around about the different types of fun. So there's type 1 fun. According to the post, there's type 1 fun, which is fun like in the moment. And then there's type 2 fun, which is not fun in the moment, but is fun to look back on. And then there's type 3 fun, which is not fun. And so obviously the post was joking about what the fuck is type 3 fun if it's not fun. But I centered in on type 2 fun. So it's like classes and stuff like that, I think are type 2 fun, where it's like, I'm glad I did that, but like, wow, that sucked ass. But locally, I don't call that type 2 fun, I call it Spider-Man fun. Because this is forever ago, but my brother sent me this series of Spider-Man YTPs that, like, you watch them and go like, these are not funny, these are way too slow-paced and there's no jokes. And then, like, after you watch all of them, like, next day, you turn around and go, that was, like, amazing. You remember that joke where, like, you know, where it's great. So, like, there's one of the jokes is where, like, Doc Ock is, like, you know, dangling some guy off the side of a building. And so the YTP, the joke is he keeps pulling him, like, he pulls him back up, then he dangles him over the side again. And he pulls him back up, and he keeps doing it to this guy. But the problem is that since he's using, like, the movie scenes, and he doesn't, like, speed them up or anything, so there's this really slow, drawn-out scene where he holds him over the edge, and then he plays it in reverse, and he comes, and so it takes absolutely forever to tell this stupid joke. But then in retrospect, it's like, you remember when he kept hanging him over the edge of the, or whatever? It's good stuff. So yeah, Spider-Man fun. That's what I call something that's not fun at the time, but is fun to look back on. There's like there's a series of jokes where, because there's a scene where Spider-Man tries to swing between, I would love to hear this Spider-Man story. Where Spider-Man like tries to swing between buildings or whatever, and he misses and he like falls into an alley. And in the YTP, this clip plays like 5 times in a row. Like he keeps crashing into the alley. And it's like, this clip is too long for this to be a funny joke. But in retrospect, when I don't remember how long it took, and I just remember he crashed into that same alley 5 times, it's like suddenly this is really funny. I was also in a creative writing class, and all of... Okay, fair enough. And first of all, I don't think my stories were very good. They were... Being that creative on demand is really, really, really hard, is what I learned. But we would have, like, the whole class would, like, read them and, like, critique each other and stuff. And mine were so much not the same voice as anyone else was using, right? Like, I don't think anyone else has, like, had a joke in it. And you can kind of tell from my, like, what... You can kind of imagine what kind of shit I would write. So, that was fun. People were generally nice, though. Like, no one went like, oh, this sucks. I think I was honestly probably too harsh on a couple where they were like... Ones where it's like, this is really not my kind of story. I think I probably reviewed too harshly from the lens of... I'm not liking this, and I probably should have reviewed it more from a lens of, like... someone who does like this sort of thing, like, you know, what would you know what I mean? Like, so I kind of think I was a little... I don't think my reviews were very useful to anyone outside of, like, you spelled this word wrong. This sentence is in past tense, but the others are in present tense. I think that probably was useful, but I don't know, I probably commented too much on, like, thematic stuff when I had no business commenting on it. Whoops, what can you do? Did I bring rails? I did not. So obviously there's an island here. I think I'm going to turn early, because I don't want to get close enough to that to actually activate the ghasts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can do a little dock like we did on the one over there. I should be too high up to activate those ghasts, but that's what I'm concerned about at the mo. How you say moment when I'm in a hurry. We'll come back and do this nether one later. Also, I need a lot more blocks. I got the lava so I can make a cobblestone generator, but I have enough cobblestone saved up, I don't need it yet. I cannot wait to hear both the Spider-Man fun and also the buffoonery. One of my 2 stories... We had to do 2 stories. One of my 2 was about these 2 really dumbass aliens who land on Earth and, like, don't have a fucking clue what's going on. And it's kind of just like Invader Zim if it was a lot worse, to be honest. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I've only seen a couple episodes of Invader Zim, but it kind of goes really hard. I see why people like it. There's a giant box back there. You see that? I think we need to go check out the giant box. Oh, okay, yep. Classic blunder. Back in college, we had, like, I had one... The dryers never really worked. That sucks. The dryers never, like sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't, sometimes it worked a little bit and sometimes not at all. I remember one time that I pulled all the clothes out and they were all still wet and I run them like 3 times, so I think probably just that dryer was broken. So I just brought all the shit back to the room and just kind of draped it over stuff. Yep, the old dry pants gamble. We've all been there. I think I laid down 5 stacks of cobblestone, so in theory 5 stacks of rails is gonna do the job. I do have the minecart on me. I have no armor. I should make armor. Why don't I have armor? Okay, fair play, fair play. Good thinking, good thinking. I did that. I get hot like really easily. Like a temperature most people would think is normal or cold, I'm like, this is way too much for me. So whenever I have to be outside and it's going to be cold, but then I have to go inside somewhere, I know that they're going to have it turned way up inside because it's cold outside. So a lot of the time I'll wear shorts with pants under, with like shorts underneath pants. And then once I get inside, I take the pants off and now I have shorts on. Yep, exactly. Good plan. Execution ran into some issues, right? I think I also should bring a shit ton of gravel or sand and ladders so I can ladder down and see what that box is all about. So it's probably 2 stacks of torches. Okay. Oh, it continues. There's a sequel. I already did that. I keep seeing that little spot of light on the ground there and thinking it's something important, and it is, but I already done it. Oh no! Oh no! That's injury to insult, honestly, is what that is. I'd throw that back in there. Probably good on tools. I could grab another pickaxe. Could do with a bow. Well, we'll be fine. I wanted to make armor, though. I absolutely have enough iron to make iron armor, but I also have shit tons of leather, so we're gonna make leather. Once the dungeon starts pissing me off, I'll come back and make iron. Yeah, electronics shouldn't have lifespans, but they do, and it's like the worst thing ever. Like, I trusted you. Me to my computer. When she detonates. I trust you were supposed to be the chosen one. I want more ladders. That'll be plenty. And some rails. Right? It seems so like it's random which ones will work for fucking ever and which ones die instantly. There. I think this is good. Alright, let's sleep and then send it. Me when I sleep. I don't need to make room on the hotbar right now. I can do that while we're riding the minecart. That's just a day in the life, right? Just a day in the life. Yep, so I figure on the way back, I'm doing this in a very inefficient way, right? Because eventually I'm going to spiral the railway around the entire map, basically. And I think it's funny to have it spiral instead of just like go out to the place I want to go. So that's why this plan is really bad, basically. But I figure while we're going this way, lay down some more tracks. Thank you for the story. Incredible story. I'm trying to think if I've had like a... Because I've had absolutely like clusterfuck of a days, right? I'm trying to think if one comes to mind like immediately. As like, oh yeah, that was not great. Right. Going back to what I was talking about with like automation games like Factorio or whatever, I don't think I would like those because then if I make a really bad design, It like actively hurts me. It makes the game take twice as fucking long. And I don't want to deal with that shit. Like, I like the idea of laying down conveyor belts or train tracks or whatever. But you tell me that they have to actually be like a good design. I'm like, hey, fuck that. I want to make the shittiest design. I don't know though, I tried to play Satisfactory, and I installed it, and I turned it on, and my computer made a fucking horrible noise. And then I uninstalled it and refunded it. So, I did not play very much Satisfactory. Yeah, exactly. I like the themes more than I like actually having to do it. It's a bit like, I like coding type puzzle games until they get too codey, and then I'm like, okay, this is just my job. I'm just doing my job, but for fun now. Yeah. Like, if it's, okay, you need to, you know, make a system, like put down some conveyor belts, so part A goes over here and does this, and then goes over here and does this, and then goes over here and does this. I'm into that shit. That's kind of Infinifactory level. But when it's like actually like managing and efficiencies, and oh, you need, you know, this has this percent, but this is this percent, this is this ratio, all this is like, that's too much. That's too much. I don't want to deal with all that shit. You know. I played one game called Word Factory, and I thought I was going to really like it because it seemed like a very light, like factory themed kind of game, but I didn't end up liking it that much. So what the game was like, you have a little like factory building that makes the letter I, and then you can do different shit to the letter I. So if you run it through a bender, it bends the letter I, and now you have the letter C. Like that kind of thing. And that's a cute idea. But the problem I had with it, most levels were really, really, really easy. Because there was no restrictions on what you could use. You just do whatever the fuck you want. And so as soon as you find any recipe to make a particular letter, you just do that. And then there was a handful of levels where there were restrictions, where you had to, like, you know, either you only get maybe 3 benders or something. And what I didn't like about that was, yeah, that's fair. I'll come around in just a second. I'm rambling. I didn't like the challenge levels either because I never knew if the problem I was having was because I wasn't doing it optimally enough, or because there was a different recipe I didn't know about that I should have been using instead. Because like there's multiple ways to make things, you know, like you can make the letter A with I don't remember, like a C and then a rotator and then like some other shit, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. But like there's other ways to make it. So it could be the case that the reason I can't beat this level is because there's a second recipe for A that I don't know. But finding new recipes was a titanic pain in the ass, because you just had to try a bunch of shit until something made the thing you thought it should make, right? Because obviously all the recipes are just going to be, what does the dev think should happen if I put 2 plus signs together in a combiner, you know? Like, I don't know. So didn't end up liking that one too much, because it felt either no challenge, or the challenge is figure out what the dev was thinking when they made the game. That is one thing with Into the Breach. I love that it's turn-based, but it can give you a decision paralysis, right? Or at least give me decision paralysis, where it's like, I have to choose some way to deal with this shit, but I have as long as I need to think as I want. So I want to think of something better than the shitty ass way I've decided to solve it. So I think that's totally fair. I tend to get stressed out when games are too hectic, as you are well aware. But I can definitely respect a good, like, hurry up and make the decision. It's weird though, because as much as I bitch about, like, I don't like being rushed in games, I like racing games. Like Mario Kart and stuff, like, big fan. So either I need it to be turn-based or a racing game. And I don't know why those are okay. Those just work in my head, where others don't. I don't know. I haven't played any racing games on the stream because I don't know what one I would play, honestly. And also because I'm not good at them, but I'm not good at these neither, so that doesn't make much of a difference, really. Yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah, Overcooked is super duper, like, that's a great, like, stream game where you can watch your, like, favorite streamers, like, all freak out and try to work together and fuck everything up. But it's not the kind of thing I would want to play, like, for fun. Personally. Alright, here comes the brilliance of my plan. Gravel elevator, go. And by elevator, I mean ladder. Yeah, it's really cool. Gravel gang, let's fucking go. Can we hear it for gravel? Nope, and that's plenty of gravel. So now, to carefully lower myself down the gravel pillar. I think this works. I think I've landed on the sign for the dungeon, which is quite funny. Alright, let's get up and out of here so I have an escape plan. It's actually really good I've landed on the sign. Yeah, I am, as much as I say like, oh, I don't want to play, I am super glad to both hear about it and also that you enjoy it. I had exactly enough ladders left to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's the kind of thing where, like, even if it's not something I want to play, I can absolutely, like, appreciate. You know what I mean? I think that's something that is... I can be not very good at. But... Alright. Jump down. Jump down. Knock... Oop. I'm trying to get a ladder here. And we're going to knock out this sign. Give me that. And then put the lapis back, because why not? And let's put some cobblestones and light it up. That's going to melt all the ice, but that's fine, probably. So I would like to box this in so I don't drown. That is also true, yeah. It makes a good... It's interesting, too, because I feel like it makes both for a good high-level, like, wow, this is impressive game, and it makes for a good watch these streamers completely fuck it up game. Okay, so you see the problem here is that these ice blocks are going to melt if I'm not careful. Like, if I just slap a cobblestone here and then put a torch on it, I'm going to melt the ice, as I've done right there. I'm going to do it anyway, because I can't see shit. But I see the problem. Oh, there's a skeleton down there. Oh, here comes the water. Now, part of the reason I don't care is because the ladder will protect me. However, I still can't see fucking anything, which is a little bit of a problem. In theory, because this is just a giant box, right? Like, you can see the torches down there. I should be able to, like, dig down next to it rather than straight into it. I think that's fair, too. It depends a lot on the person playing it. Because there's some people I watch for gameplay, and there's some people I watch for, like, them. You know, for, like, personality, right? So... Oh, okay, so this is not great. I'm in some water. I think I can escape it, though. And so if it's one of the personality types, let's leave and come back in the daytime. If it's like one of the personality types, mostly I don't care what they're doing. I just want to see what funny jokes they make. And then if it's a gameplay type, it's like I absolutely care what they're doing, right? That said, I have absolutely some folks I like for the personality and they'll play a game I like really know back of my hand, and they'll really fuck it up. And it's like, listen, I think I might just come back for the next one. I think I'm not gonna stick this one out. I'm sorry. Oh man, so that's I totally. And obviously, you're quite a bit better at keep talking and no one explodes than I am. So, so seeing people fuck it up would definitely be more egregious than it is funny. Though I don't really love like if I feel like we don't have as many of these. Yeah, like I don't know if the whole point of the personality is watch me be bad at games, haha, wow, I fucked that one up, or like not even that could work, but like the kind of rage bait games, like, oh, I'm so mad at this game, wait, watch me be mad. Like, I don't get that. If you're gonna play a really hard game, I either want you to be good at it or have fun with it, you know? Like, if you're just gonna be mad the whole time, what's the point? While I ride this long-ass railway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Right, like, if you're playing a game and it's making you mad, it's like, I'm not finding this funny, I'm just finding this, like, stop being mad at the game, go do something you like instead. I think the only one who's allowed to have their whole thing being getting mad at games is the angry video game nerd. He invented it, he can keep doing it, no one else gets to, that's his thing. That's my thought. There's one guy I like who does, Mario Maker troll levels, you know, like the kind of thing where like you go and it's like, oh well, obviously I should hit this P switch, and you hit the P switch and a whole bunch of bullshit flies around the screen and kills you. But the way he does it is like whenever he gets trolled, he is like laughing and cracking up and just like having a great time with it. I think that is like the right kind of attitude to have with that kind of thing. Is like, I'm playing a troll level, I'm playing a game that's hard and annoying on purpose. I'm going to have fun seeing how it fucks me over, right? So, I think that's the right. I like that way more than if he was like every time he got trolled, he would like pretend to get mad or like, you know, oh, what the fuck were they doing? I'm so angry, right? Like, I don't want to watch that. That's lame. So, that's my humble opinion. But yeah, so there's like I feel like there's I come to watch this person because I like their personality, and I come to watch this person because I like the game that they are playing. And then there's the secret third subset, which is whatever the fuck I do, where not only am I not funny, but also the gameplay's not interesting. Yeah, right? Like, and if it's the kind of thing where the game is fucked up in a way that is interesting to work around, you know? Like, if someone's playing it, and they hit the interesting catch and go, oh, what the fuck, I'm so mad, versus they hit the interesting catch and go, oh, okay, I need to rethink my strategy. That's, you know, it's an attitude thing, I don't know. I think there's a solid argument that I should have brought, like, more stuff than this. But I didn't do that, so we're sending it. On my long-ass super highway. Oh, I know a good bit of Ultra Kill. Thanks for asking. Yui, my friend, she really likes Ultra Kill and played a ton of it on stream until the backseaters got too annoying and she stopped playing it on stream. It looks like a well-made game. It's way too like fast-paced for me to play it, but I mean, I can appreciate it. Looks like it's done well. It's just like, wowzers, do I not think I would enjoy playing this? Which level is it? I'll tell you if I know it. She did one stream that was like the all the special levels where there's like the one that's like a fishing simulator and one's like a visual novel. Is it one of those? I don't remember how the level numbering system works, if I'm honest with you. I know that you have to get the P ranks, because she was doing Pizza Tower, where you get the P ranks. And then Ultra Kill also had P rank, so that was funny. Because, like, why does Ultra Kill have Pizza rank? Ah, gotcha. So not all of the secret levels are like, haha, funny jokes. Is that the idea? Turn that on. Well, let's go. I don't think there's any reason for me to extend the railway out this way. I think it can stay back where it is and I can just hoof it for the last bit here. I'm trying to see where the next spot is, because if the next island is also like far out, it would be worth coming out this way, but yeah, that's what I remember. She did a couple of streams where she was trying to grind out the P ranks. Okay, yeah, that's a time-honored tradition, is the bonus level that's just really fucking hard. That's a classic. Soup. We'll use sandstone and gravel gang. Yeah, I can't see shit, Captain. Good stuff. I guess I could do this. The whole game honestly seems a little bit fucked up, to be real. Oh. I think when the water melts, it won't get to the torches here. Could be wrong. That's my hypothesis. Alright, what are we looking at? Spider. Me when I get you. Skeleton. No, snowball dispenser. Interesting. I need to be careful. If I melt the floor here, I'm in trouble. I'm kind of thinking maybe I actually just want to do this. And just sands will help me out. Ow. What got me? Was it the snowball? What got me? Snowballs don't do damage. Oh, a guy's shooting me. Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense than the snowball theory. Yeah, look at all those guys over there. Damn. Ow. Okay, I got a sands up though. That'll help. Eat the soup. Let's get some sands on this side as well. There, that should help. Maybe. I probably could have stood with bringing more blocks. Maybe not the worst idea. I don't think the snowball... I mean, the snowballs technically would help in that they are... Oh! Who got me there? There, block that over, and then get back up on here before I drown. Let's go this way. Okay, darkness, very cool. For some reason, I couldn't tell which item I had selected there. All right, there, block that in. I don't really know where this dungeon goes, but this seems like a good way to deal with it, since it is made of snow. The hit scan, go fuck yourself attack. Yeah, it seemed like a really cool game. Ooh, here is something. Let's block the entrance there. What are we looking at? What are we dealing with? That, I thought that might be a pit for monsters to drop in on. Block that, block that. Skeleton. You can tell I got jump scared because the camera went all shaky. Me when I get you. Looks like there's sort of a reverse pit up above. Probably guys can spawn up there. Ow, my bones. I'm gonna die. Yep. Okay, so that's fine because I've got a minecart rail all the way there anyway. What do I need to restock on? New sword would be good. Let's bring a couple. We'll spring for iron armor this time. Like I said, when the dungeon starts pissing me off, I'll go to iron. I made 2 boots. I didn't mean to make 2 boots. We'll wear it. Shirt. I need a shirt. Put all this crap back away. The checkpoint bait is a classic for sure. It's not really relevant, but you see a lot of that in the Mario Maker stuff I was talking about, where they, you know, they throw the checkpoint and you're like, oh boy, a checkpoint, and you run for it, and then it's like, oh fuck you, here's a bunch of bullshit. Go fuck yourself. That sounds like a very fitting, like, super hard bonus level. You know? Alright, torch me up, fam. And we'll bring, let's see, there and there. And that sounds perfect as a very hard bonus level. Because it sounds like the kind of thing, to me, where, like, if you absolutely had to go through all that shit for just, like, normal gameplay progression, it could be kind of, like, annoying. But the fact that it's, like, a bonus is like, okay, this is fun that it's insanely fucked up. Rather than, like, okay, this is, like, not fair. Maybe that's me, though. I do think there's something to, like, putting all the fucked up shit in, like, the bonus stuff, so you can be like, okay, you know, like, you just want to beat the game, like, here you go, you can beat the game, but, you know, you want to do all the crazy shit, alright, good luck, idiot. I know that desktop dungeons game I sent you that you weren't super keen on, which is totally fair. The yeah, honestly, yeah, some of the crazy shit you've done are kind of seems like that fucked up in a fun way. That one I sent you, there's a DLC you can buy to unlock a new class to play as, and the new class has, like, exclusively abilities that make him worse. So it's like a challenge run. So, like, you can pay extra to make the game way harder, which I think is really funny. And also says a lot about, like, what their target audience is. Yeah, no, I think I understood that the main game has fucked up bombs at the end, and then you've also been aiming for fucked up but also fun to deal with, you know? I feel like that says a lot about the target audience of that game, that you can buy DLC that gives you a really dog shit character that makes everything harder. Yep, good stuff for sure. Do one for me named Atomic Express, and it's a sequel to Cog in the Machine. Hopefully my stuff's still there and I can recover it. If not, it's not a big deal. I've talked about it before, but, like, one thing I like about this version, it's maybe it's a Stockholm Syndrome thing more than anything, but there's no way to make a particular item insanely valuable. Like, I'm not going to ever have, like, a really super good, extremely well-enchanted diamond sword. You can't enchant them. At best, I have a normal diamond sword. And usually by the time that John Super Hostile gives you diamonds, he gives you a shit ton of diamonds. So I can make... That's awesome. So I just make another diamond pickaxe, or a diamond sword, or whatever the fuck. It's not a big deal. Like, oh, I lost my minecart. If only I had 30 more, you know? And I kind of like that, because in the newer game, like, when you die and lose all your shit and you lose your super duper awesome sword, it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself, because now I can't beat the dungeon because I don't have the super duper sword. I don't know. It might be a Stockholm Syndrome thing, like I said, where, like, I like this version, so I'm looking for things to like about it. So I'm taking a negative, which is the items are all a bit shit, and making it a positive. I don't know. I think there's something to be said for it, though. Knock this out. Knock this out. Me when I light you up. I feel like we want to light up the ceiling here, because there could be guys that spawn up here. Thank God there was that staircase there. That was convenient. This is a little bit useless. So I say all that about having nothing is like that valuable, and then John Super Hostile gives me a chest full of ice. Oh, what's up? Which ice is not valuable. It's just you can't obtain it. So, like, in theory it's valuable, but it's also not useful for anything. So, not really a big deal. I would prefer they not blow up. The snow has really low blast resistance, as you can see, so it, when they blow up, it blows up a lot, and also my inventory fills up with snowballs, so let's fix that. I'm sick of all these snowballs. There. More torches. Whoop. I do like bonus levels and stuff where you can tell that the devs were just kind of like having fun seeing how far they could push the mechanic. Alright, so here's the creeper maze of tragedy or whatever. I know exactly how to solve that, and it's going to be get rid of it. Right? Like, you can just tell, like, the devs are like, what if we just put, like, a fucking 1,000 of these guys? Does it work? Will the game run if we do that? Oh, it does? Okay, great. Ship it. It's perfect. And that stuff like that is pretty fun. Joop, joop, joop. I have a feeling this is going to be the wool. Let's go. Alright. Before I grab that, let's see what else we can loot from here. I need to fix my inventory because it's a train wreck. So this chest was just full of bullshit. Yeah, actually that's true. And I really like how that one turned out. The siege is genuinely like a lot of fun. I really like how, especially once you told me how it actually worked, because when I didn't know how it worked, it was like kind of frustrating. But you know, when you were like, you know, when you break the crates, you get more guys to use. It's like, oh, I get it now. I understand. And I really like that it's the amount of you can set up, you know, more or less for the siege, right? I think there's not going to be anything in these little. There's going to be other entry points to this central structure thing. But I like that you can, like, you know, you can prepare more by block that off. You know, by activating the guys early, or you can't, whatever, you know. I like it. And you can you know, you have the option to like do a lot of blocking the turn before the siege happens, so that, you know, there's less guys sieging. Or I really like it. I really like it. No kidding. And I'm never gonna finish them all, am I? It's not gonna happen. Let's see. Axe, shovel. I keep saying, all right, next week we're gonna do the Zero Dawn team, and then I keep lying because there keeps being a new one. Shoot. Another sword. I did break my shovel, so that's correct. There's not another one. I don't really need the feathers. You know what I do need is one more block of snow. There we go. Gotta have all the snowballs. You gotta do it. They're there, so I have to take them. That's fair, that's fair. I do want to play with the Zero Dawn guys. And I'll probably play with the other one too. But I think that's totally fair. Like when we were talking about my stupid ass like set themes on the Reggie guys, and you were kind of like, I'm not super into crossover kind of stuff. I think that's totally fair. It's like I like this thing because it's this thing. I don't need you to put this other thing in it. You know, like I already like it. Like, you know what? Checks out. I kind of feel like a lot of the... I think a lot of the having like, you know, the good art and stuff is very nice. But it also... I think the most important thing for most of them is the, you know, how they play. So if I like how they play and I don't know what they're themed on, like I still like how they play, so mission accomplished is my thought, you know. I think I have just enough room to take this as well. Perfect. Let's get out of here and not die, hopefully. Ooh, but I can get 2 free ladders. Don't mind if I do. Oh. I don't know how you got in here, but see ya. So the plan is don't die. That's the plan. Can we execute? Looking promising. Looking promising. I'm trying to think of a specific example like that, where there was like some crossover thing, and I don't give a shit about what was involved in the crossover, but I just liked how the thing worked, you know? I know Terraria has done... Oh, Terraria is going to do a crossover with Pal World, which is super funny, because it's like... Who remembers Pal World at this point? So if the Terraria Palworld crossover stuff is any good, then that'll be my answer. Oop, don't fall off. All right, let's go. I'm gonna de-embiggen the game for a second, and my music's really quiet all of a sudden. Let's turn that up. And it's quiet on the OBS too. Turn it up there. All right, there. We should be back now. Whenever I unfull screen the game, it doesn't show, like the capture doesn't work, but you missed, I rode that part of the rail line, so who cares, right? Yeah, I think that's totally fair. I generally, I might be pickier than you are, because most of the time I exclusively play the base game, and then that's it. Like, I don't even search stuff out. What we're doing right now for me, I feel like this doesn't count, because this guy made the... John Super Hostile made the map, you know? But it's not like the game mechanics are any different. And generally what I really enjoy when I have a game I really like is putting my knowledge of the game mechanics to use, right? So if this was like a modded thing where suddenly now zombies drop fucking diamonds 1% of the time or some shit, like I wouldn't know that, right? Like that's not a thing. So like I really like, but because everything works the same, we can use technique like the gravel gang technique, where I know that I can drop gravel and then put ladders down, whatever the fuck, right? I really like putting my knowledge of... Yeah, I think that's fair. I like putting my knowledge of the game mechanics to use. I get like that a lot also with Pokemon. I see people do a lot of things like Pokemon randomizers and challenges and shit. And I am... Okay, this song is way louder. I am super not into Pokemon randomizers, which I feel like I ought to be into them, but I do not want to do that, because once you randomize the game, it's like, okay, well, this is no longer the game that I like. This is like some other bullshit. I don't know. And there's like different levels you can randomize it to and stuff. So it's not like every single one is going to be like completely, because yeah, there's ones that change, like, okay, let's change which dudes spawn on which routes. It's like, okay, I mean, that's fair enough. And then, you know, play with a different guy than you'd usually use. Gray goes here. And it's like, all right, let's change what teams everyone has. It's like, I mean, fair enough, right? Like, okay, fight different guys, but I really like that I know that Watson's always going to have a Magnemite, a Voltorb, and a Magneton, and I can plan around that kind of thing, right? And then you get the really crazy shit, like, let's change what moves your guys can learn. Let's change what your guys' stats are. Like, all this shit, right? It's like, you've just made a different game at this point. Like, it's just not the same game anymore. I don't know. It's, it feels like it gets too far removed from what I like. I'm not too familiar with Doom. I'm sure you're not going to be surprised to hear that. I did watch a video, like an hour-long video on myhouse.wad. That's probably the most Doom that's probably the most I know about Doom, if I'm honest, is a 1 hour video about myhouse.wad. So if you can put it in terms of that, I'll understand. Let's get more sandstone. Understand zone. 5 should be plenty. Oh, and then do I want rails? I'll bring some rails. No, actually, I don't want rails this time. I'll bring the rails the next time. I feel like that song was a way shorter loop than all the other ones were. Let's go. Oh, and I know Doom Repercussions of Evil. Oh, that is cool, yeah. This song is super quiet, right? Not just me? I'm gonna turn it up. There we go. I probably should have brought some more gravel and sand and stuff, so I could, if I find another dungeon to do, I could, you know, gravel down and then go do the dungeon. But I didn't do that, so we're just gonna plant 5 stacks of sandstone and then turn around and go home. There's that nether one coming up here that I just completely skipped. We'll do that later. There is gold there, and then obviously there's going to be wool there. So, you know, doing it is necessary, but we'll do it later. It'll be fine. I feel like this one's going to be loud again. Also, I'm a big fan of the fact that my railway takes so long to ride on that a song started and ended while I was just sitting here riding the railway. That's how you know you've made a good railway. It's turning into like my commute to work. Like, oh, I need some songs to play in the car, right, while I drive in. Shoop. They should, yeah. Also, they should be suspended in the air with no support beams at all, except for one made of gravel way the fuck over there. I think that's a peak design, I would say. Oh, I wasted that torch. No, I got it back. Let's go. Sometimes when you have an item and you stuff a block into the hole that you made, it'll pop the item up and over the roots. But I found that usually when the item, like there's not sides around, like it only pops it up when there's nowhere else it can push it. So I would have expected that to push it either down or off to one of the sides. But I will certainly take the torch. Oh yeah, so there's all these chests on the ocean floor. There's one right there you can see. I could get those with ladders, but I have the feeling that whatever's in them will not be worth like a whole stack of ladders. So it'll just be a net negative. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That's the plan with this, is that eventually we're gonna circumnavigate the entire island, and then swing it back around and connect it up to a loop. So that like we leave from the base and then just ride in a circle forever. That's kind of the goal. Yeah, he probably did that. I like his videos on when he plays that amusement park game. I just like I like the recent one where he started out like, I'm gonna make a real park this time, and then not 5 minutes in he was making like a water slide that fucking like it starts at the height limit of the game and just fucking dumps you out. It's good. Roller Coaster Tycoon's an interesting one. I am a big fan of Roller Coaster Tycoon, but it kind of takes too long. Like, I don't like how the game is formatted, because the way the game works is you'll have these objectives, and it's like, okay, at the end of year 3, have this many guests in your park and have this park rating. So, like, you can hit the rating by, like, year 1. And it doesn't say, yep, you're done. You still have to wait until year 3 to hit it. But then that whole time, like, you could be losing the rating, so you have to keep the rating up and stuff. And so, number 1, mad because bad, because I find it's a lot harder to keep the rating up than it is to get it up in the first place. So I tend to, like, beat the scenario, like, with quotes around it pretty early, and then fail to maintain the stats I need, and then lose. But, like, I have to wait 3 in-game years to find out that I've lost, which is really annoying. So I don't really like how the objectives work, but the gameplay itself is really fun. I like just designing all sorts of weird shit. I love the idea of roller coasters. Oh wow, holy shit. We got a fan. Let's go. Also, Twitch tells me that you're a possible ban evader. Get out of here. And the other thing about Roller Coaster Tycoon is high-level play of Roller Coaster Tycoon does not at all look like building a theme park. It's the thing. It's like using various tricks and schemes to like cheese guest AI, so that they'll love this ride that has 3 track pieces and they'll pay $10 to go ride it and it doesn't go anywhere. And I don't think that's very interesting either. Like, it's funny once to see really high level Roller Coaster Tycoon play and see the like absolute like the disconnect between a successful Roller Coaster Tycoon park and a successful real park is so large that it is really funny like once or twice. But if someone's good at Roller Coaster Tycoon, like, I kind of don't want to see what they build. Because 1, it's not anything that's going to look interesting. And number 2, once I know what designs are like optimal, I feel stupid for not making optimal designs. But making optimal designs is really boring, so I don't want to do that. I don't know, it's weird. Roller Coaster Tycoons 1 and 2 are both basically the same game. Tycoon 3 is a completely different game. It is in the first 2 are this like isometric view with like sprite art, and then the third one is in like a 3D view, and it looks extremely dated at this point. And I think most people don't like 3 nearly as much. I liked 3 a lot because it had a couple of quality of life things that really worked with specifically the stuff I didn't like, which is that the scenarios work completely differently and are like there's like there's a bronze, silver, and gold rank on every scenario, and so the bronze challenge will be like have 500 guests and 600 park rating, and when you can achieve that anytime, and once you do, you unlock the silver goal, which is like have 1,000 guests and 700 park rating, and then when you beat that, you unlock the gold challenge, and like that. I like that system a lot more. It also added a fast forward button, which is it's pretty good. We definitely want to go check out those pirate ships over there, but I didn't bring enough sandstone to do it on this trip, so we'll do it next time. Let's just dump more, let's finish this part of the railway. So that's part of, I don't think it'd be interesting at all to stream Roller Coaster Tycoon because it's such a slow-paced game. I do like it a lot, but I just don't see how to do it in a way that's interesting. Because so much of the gameplay is wait for the year to end so that you can see if you made the objective or not. So I just laid down 5 stacks of sandstone, so that's going to be bring 5 stacks of minecart rails and all those boosters. 5 stacks of rails, 4 stacks of rails would use, each one uses 4 boosters, so that would be, so 20 boosters. Okay, we can do that. Oh, and then bring a shitload of sandstone and gravel to go over to those pirate ships. I don't recognize this song at all. I will find out what it is once I'm in the minecart. Oh yeah, so I'm using sandstone again because we've made it past the dungeons that have gas spawners. Gas shots can break sandstone, but they can't break cobblestone, so I thought it made more sense to make the railway out of cobblestone when ghasts were on the table. In Small Inn. Oh, this is Battle Stadium. No wonder I've never heard it. What time is it getting to be? I'm gonna go to the bathroom while this rail line runs again. Oh, I don't need to hit E actually, but I do need to mute. I have also returned from the pilgrimage to the bathroom. The benefit of having this long-ass railway is it's a good bathroom break. You remember in Infinifactory how I kept using the double piston extender rotator thing even long after I unlocked the upside-down conveyors? Because I managed to confuse myself about how it worked when it went around a corner and thought that it didn't work at all, and the point is I got confused and just was doing something way more complicated than necessary. I feel like I did that a lot with Tile Factory, and that's part of why it's taking so long to beat. Definitely part of it was I just underestimated how many... I certainly underestimated Tile Factory. I did not expect those tiles to have hands like that. But also, I also just am not, I'm not good. So there's that too. A little bit of a Pramblorum. Alright, so we've got gravel to head down to the pirate ships. We're going to grab a couple stacks of rails. 4 is probably good. And then I laid down 5 sacks of sandstone. So let's bring 5. And then for 5, I want 20 powered rails. There you go. And then 20 levers. I do have more levers. I'm gonna need to make more levers soon though. Oh, and more blocks. I was gonna make a cobblestone generator because I am making the giant railway. Unsurprisingly, has burned through a lot of materials. So that's why I wanted the lava bucket. Maybe we'll design that next after checking out the pirate ships. Alright, that goes there. I think I can make one. This song is loud. Is this song loud? I feel like it's loud. That's better. What's on about? I think I can make it, oh wait, nothing. There are definitely ways to make cobblestone generators that like automatically use pistons to push the cobblestone out of the generator. And I have a bunch of pistons thanks to John Super Hostile. The question is simply, do I know how to design that? And the answer is I think so. But I specifically didn't do that off camera because I thought I might fuck it up really bad and it'd be funny. You gotta think about the content. That's the thing. I hate when all internet media gets lumped together as content, right? I don't know. That bugs me. Like, oh yeah, I uploaded some content today. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Does that mean I drew a picture? Does that mean I did a live stream? Does that mean I uploaded a video? Like, what the fuck does it mean, you know? I'm firmly in the camp that says, like, I do video game videos, you know? I think Game Champ's done it best where she's like, online internet video game TV show. I think she's nailed it with that. A lot of the Impossible Game Challenges daily branding, honestly, is because I think Game Champ is super cool. But the problem is that, like, all of my branding is kind of making fun of doing challenges. So, I don't know. I hope that we never actually meet because I don't want it to look like I'm like, you suck, you know? Like, it's not so much meant to be challenges in general. It's meant to be lazy challenges that I'm making fun of. But, and then of course with the YouTube channel, I think makes it very clear that I'm just really making fun of lazy challenges. Like the joke that I myself am bad at making challenge videos. Not like challenges in general are dumb, you know? But I don't know how much that exactly works. And then having the Twitch channel called Impossible Game Challenges Daily, but I don't even do game challenges. Like, it's just a lie. I think that's pretty great. I also really like the having Impossible Game Challenges and Daily all separate tagged. Can you, if you're still around, can you actually check, does anyone else use any of those tags? Like, is anyone else streaming in the Impossible tag? Because I don't know why you would be. Or in the game tag. Like, someone just go, yeah, I'm playing the game. I'm going to tag it game. Probably someone does do that, right? I feel like Dr. Jenkins, though. I probably have a monopoly on that one. Tell me. Also, tell me if I'm the biggest streamer currently playing Minecraft at the moment. I feel like I probably am. So people do tag their stream with the game. That's awesome. Let's go. We win the impossible one at least. That's good. That's good to hear. That's kind of fucking awesome that people use game. Like, yeah, of course you're gonna be... I guess that kind of makes sense because you could, like... If you were not playing a game, you might tag it like art or something, right? So I guess there's a logic to tagging it game. If like, oh, we're not doing an art stream today, we're doing a game stream, so I'm going to tag it game. But that is still really funny to me. Challenges make sense. I feel like it'd make more sense to tag it as challenge than challenges. because you're probably not doing multiple challenges at the same time. But fuck it, that's fine. Yeah, daily I'm not surprised by, because that almost makes sense. Like if your whole brand is like, I do daily vlogs or whatever, like, yeah, fair enough. That's good to hear though that no one else uses impossible. Did I go too far there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nope, that was perfect. I just can't count. Well, I can count, but like, not right. Right? How about Dr. Jenkins? Am I winning on Dr. Jenkins? If I'm not winning on Dr. Jenkins, like, it's over. That is really funny though that that game is that popular. Like, yeah, what else would you expect? 2, 3, 4. I'll tell Yui she should start tagging her streams with game. Let's fucking go. We got that Dr. Jenkins monopoly. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I fucked that one up. Okay, bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Imagine if someone else like saw this stream and was like, I'm also gonna tag mine Dr. Jenkins, and then they were like better than me. So I don't even win on the Dr. Jenkins tag. Right? I think it's gonna be the next big thing. I think Dr. Jenkins is gonna go big. Like, you know, we're talking Dr. Jenkins in Fortnite. We're talking Dr. Jenkins in Smash Brothers. So I think it's gonna happen. I'm trying to line up with that middle ship there because I think the other two don't like matter. I think I really don't care about that middle one. Here looks good. Let's just do every other one. I don't care. I got loads of torches. But like, could you like imagine if if someone like did start using Dr. Jenkins? What if like an actual doctor who happened to be named Jenkins like showed up and started tagging his stream with Dr. Jenkins? I don't know. I think that'd be mad funny. This is really over-torched, but I don't want guys spawning on here to jump in front of the railway. Oop. Nope, didn't get on back. That's okay. I don't know what this one is. We've gotten into the part of the songs I don't know what they are. This is 3DS Woohoo Town. I think we're in like the battle arenas now, and I absolutely never play battle mode, so I don't know any of these. But Mario Kart 8. It's the Mario Kart 8 soundtrack, but we've gotten into the weird shit. I guess we got through all the DLC tracks and everything. When I was searching up the soundtrack, I actually typed Mario Kart 9 soundtrack, and there are multiple playlists for Mario Kart 9 OST, which I think is very funny. It's like, what are you putting in these playlists? I don't know if there's like a mod called Mario Kart 9 or something, or they're just like absolutely like seeing the future for what's going on there, but kind of awesome. What I'd like to do is land on the crow's nest there, because then that'll save me gravel and ladders, because I can just use... I assume that there's already ladvers and gravel... Like, I assume there's already blocks and gravel, like, there, so I won't need to. Right? Like, imagine if one of them gets it right, you know? Like, Mario Kart 9 comes out, it's like, holy shit, how did they know? I think right here is where we want to be. This is probably the Luigi's Mansion battle stage from the GameCube. I guess they brought that back. Gravel Gang, let's fucking go. And we're going down. And as predicted, there are ladders. Very good. Let me add a block here so I don't just plummet. And let's go check things out. This is a very, very, very bad time to be going down to check things out because it's about to be nighttime. And these are like the only 3 bits of land in this whole part of the world. So they're going to be absolutely covered in mobs. But I'm dumb. Let's do it. Like, there's a creeper already hanging out in the, like, under the decks there. See, like, he's just right there. We can see him. Let's just, there, problem solved. Surely I won't need to go down there, right? Let's not go in there either. That looks bad. Though there was a bed in there, so it's not the worst idea in the world to go in there and sleep, and then it'll be morning, and then I can explore it when it's not nighttime. Guys are going to spawn on the sail, though. That's scary. Glass. TNT and cobblestone. Creepers. Aw, man. Me when I get you. Oh, don't go. This kind of sucks. I think I do want to fight my way into the bridge there. Maybe I can do it. Me when I get you. Me when I get you. Me when I get you. Oh, there's another one. Okay, problem solved. Oh, spawner. There's spawners under the crafting tables. Me when I get you. Okay. A perfect execution of my stupid strategy. Knock these out. I want to find where these spawners are before I commit to sleeping here. Because, I don't know. I feel like that's a good rule in general for like hotels and stuff, you know? Figure out where the mob spawners are before you sleep there. It's a little advice. Alright, knock that out. And fill it back in. Knock this one out. Fill that back in. So I will need to remember to sleep at my base at some point, or I'll respawn here in the middle of goddamn nowhere. Diamond sword, leather, not bad. I think the other boats don't really have anything on them. Oh, that guy's gonna go off for sure. Oh, he didn't. Wow. I thought I really fucked that up. Let's light up the bow of the ship a little. I do want to loot all this crap, obviously. I'm me, of course I'm going to. I only have 2 torches left, though. Let's see. I guess what I should do is loot everything that I can reach. And then, you know, come back here. Yeah, we'll do that. Can I reach down here at all, or is the stairs too big of a full block? Yeah, they're that's classic old Minecraft where it takes up too much room. But yeah, there's a lot to take, so let's get taken. TNT, I'll take that. Don't even know what that one gave me. I think those torches, redstone torches, I mean. I did not mean to break that glass, but now that I did, I'm going to do it on all of them. Probably no need to take the crafting tables, but I'm probably going to. Inventory is full, so I can't take the leather and diamond sword. That's fine though, because I can come back and grab those. Obviously gotta have the crafting tables though. I mean, not like I can make these with a single piece of wood. Like log wood. That'd be crazy. Gotta have them. I could take the buttons in redstone, but there's really no reason to do that. I could do that though. These ships are really similar to the ones that were in Infernal Sky with the Grand Armada. Not exactly the same, but like Similar energy, you know? Right, let's get out of here. I'll need to retorch. I should re-armor, but I'm not going to. But I will re-soup. And yeah. You can see another chest on the ocean floor there on the right side, just over the minecart. Alright, let's head back. So what if this is actually useful? Bucket is good. Happy to get that. I mean, I already have one. And now that I think about it, I have plenty of iron, so maybe bucket's not as good. But whatever, we have one now. Ladders we're doing great on. Stone slabs are an upgoer, so that's handy. Saves me from making sandstone ones. That's right, yeah. I mean, I only have like a half a chest full, right? Like, I certainly could not afford a bucket. So, thank God we found one. Exactly, you get it, you get it. Yeah, so I'm going to dump all this shit, get more torches, and then head right on back. I could do a strategy here where I rip up the deck of the ship, and then that will let light down into the underdeck part. Or I could just send it, and just see if I can just make it through. We'll see which one ends up being the approach. I feel like I'm going to try to send it. It won't work. I'll get mad, and then I'll rip up the deck. That's what I think's going to happen. This song is quiet. Let me go fiddle with it. It's quiet because it's the credits. But we still have the Wi-Fi menu, so we got that to look forward to. I should bring my map. Oh, I should bring the map with me, and we can map out all this. That's a great idea. I'm out of things to say. Yeah, well, but we're not there yet, but just wait until we hear Wi-Fi menu. It's going to, like, Beethoven ain't got shit on Wi-Fi menu, right? Alright, let's go. So, throw that in there. Buttons are redstone, you can put there. Bowl, we want to put mushroom. Let's see if we can get any mushrooms. Let's see if we've got any mushrooms yet. I feel like it's been a while, but I've also spent a lot of time not near the base, so that might not have been close enough for them to spawn. It's so true, right? I mean, really, you see right there, like, who do you think's winning, right? Take the wood, put the wood, sticks. But there's some coal. Give me that. Me when I'm a oil baron, there's some coal. Give me that. Oh, here's mushrooms. Give me those. I guess oil baron would be oil, not coal. But you get the idea. We'll workshop that joke. I'll do it again next week, but like funnier. I'll do it next time. It'll be funny. All right, glass goes up there. Gotta have all this ice, right? Oh, I see one thing I was doing wrong. So these go in here. Here's Wi-Fi menu. Let's fucking go. And we send that in there. And then water bucket. Exactly. You know that the Silent Hill thing? The silent where he's like This whole town is full of monsters. How can you just sit there and eat pizza? I was thinking about that line, and I thought about it like in reverse. Like, this town is full of pizza. How can you just sit there and eat monsters? So, I was talking to my brother, like, if I was going to make like a me when I meme out of this town is full of pizza, how can you just sit there and eat monsters? What would the relatable scenario be? Like, me when I... what? You know? It's the kind of things that occupy my... I have a lot of weed. Where'd that come from? Also, let's flip this back down so that it will grow mushrooms again for me. What was I going to bring? We have sandstone. Is it not nighttime yet? Because I do want to sleep in this place. But it's not time yet. Let me go quickly knock down some trees. I feel like there was something else I was meant to bring. I don't remember what it was. How come all these trees aren't grown yet? They definitely should be by now. I guess part of it's I haven't been in the spawn range. Like I haven't had these chunks activated. And I do think that... So I put these like glass... You can't see them, but I put the two like glass stripes over the trees. And the reason for doing that is to ensure that the trees can't grow to their maximum height. Because if they do grow to their maximum height, I can't reach all the way up. I have to like place a slab and stand on the slab and break it that way. Which is fine, but annoying. But I do think... So for one thing, I think I have them one block too low. And they're making it so the trees can only grow at their minimum height rather than not growing at their maximum height. Which, you know, I'm not going to fix that, but not great. And then the other issue is when the tree... I believe what happens is when the tree tries to grow, if it's like, I'm going to grow, and then it decides it's going to grow to a max height tree, it goes, oh, I can't do that. There's glass in the way. So then it just doesn't grow. I think that's what's happening. I don't know. It works well enough. That's also part of why I wanted to collect so much dirt, was so that I could build a... This is what I was talking about with the automation games. Like, the design I've made for this tree farm is kind of shitty, but I don't care. It works anyway. But if I was... If game progress relied on this tree farm being really good, I'd have to, like, make a good one. I don't want to do that. This kind of does actually go hard. It's a little loud, though. I'm going to turn down Wi-Fi. Let's see. There and there. That's also why I'm using birch trees instead of oak trees. I mean, part one of that is I just like the birch trees more. Especially in the new version where the wood's actually different. I like the sort of light-colored wood. There's not really any difference in these, but oak trees can grow and have, like, branches and stuff coming off of them. Whereas birch trees always just straight up. So they're way easier to deal with. Which I'm a big fan of. So you go in there. Alright, back to the pirate ship. In like an hour when the minecart rail finishes. How can you just sit there and eat monsters? Oh. I like the sunrise over the mystery island that I've completely stripped of resources. That's nice. That's lovely. But you just imagine if instead of doing this, I just made the railway go left instead of going right. It saves so much time. I forgot to get the map. That's what I wanted to do, was get the map. We'll do it next time or never. Maybe we'll do that at the end once we beat the map, is I'll get the map out and map out the map. I thought this was called Frozen Tropics, but that other one that was over there was Frozen Tropics, so I don't know what this one is. If you can see, there's that glowstone right down there. That's going to tell me what the name of the dungeon is, but I don't care nearly enough to go down there. You're supposed to like swim up to it and then swim up these waterfalls and then do the dungeon that way, but we can't swim, and also even if I could swim, that's way harder than just doing a drive-by and just grabbing the wool, so... I can't remember if this is a dungeon or if it just gives you a nether portal to do the nether dungeon, but it does have the gold ore, so we'll need to deal with that. But later. It does look like there's something inside it, but it looks like it's just a walk up to a nether portal. So potentially we don't actually need to go here other than for the gold. Here comes the pirate ship. I like how much shit is not loading in, because I go so far around it loads and deloads all these chunks. I guess I ought to bridge over to the other two ships, but I think there's nothing interesting on them. I think it's really just the main one. But it's probably at least worth checking. Also, I remember there being more pirate ships for this one, but I think part of that is that there's 1,000 boats floating around. Exactly. Oh, gotta have racestart.mp3. Good shit, good shit. How bad are things down here? Oh, there's windows. It's not even bad. There's a skeleton. It's bad. Me when I kill you. Go. Ah, gotcha. I am going to knock these out. Probably not worth the time, but whatever. I think these are all the, like, race start jingles. Me when I kill... Yeah, coming back in the day was absolutely the right choice. This would be ridiculous. Let's knock these two out. Oh yeah, absolutely. This is exactly the music you want when you're, like, raiding a pirate ship full of skeletons. Wi-Fi Theme 3 or whatever the fuck we're listening to now. I bet this one here is the one with the wool in it, because it was behind all the spawners. Oop. I got a little... I thought I already broken it there, but I had not. I think I've already mentioned this, but fun fact, when you break bookshelves in this version, you get absolutely nothing. Like, you don't even get the books back, you just get nothing. It's great. Oh, these are... let's see, knock that out. Yep, there's the purple wool. Some stuff. I say some stuff, it was one stick, so it's not... doesn't even really qualify as some. Yeah, also enchantments don't exist, so the books don't do anything. It's great. You love to see it. So this one has some things in it, and everything else has one stick. Very nice. That's a classic John Super Hostile move. Paper, books, fishing rod, compass, minecarts, bucket, clay and slime balls, cookies. Cookies are good. Stone tools, hoe, bone meal and stuff. I mean, you know me, I'm going to take all this shit, but I don't need any of it. Same with the furnaces. What's going on here? I'm going to bet more sticks. Also, there's these guys. What do you think's the over-under on more sticks? Yep. All right. Oh no, it's full of wooden tools and bread. Okay, lovely. Slime balls and paper, pumpkins and apples, a chest. Oh, this is funny. Okay, coal is great. I want this one for sure. Golden hose. Okay, awesome. This is a locked chest. So I believe what that is there was an April Fool's update where they added loot boxes to the game in the form of locked chests. And for a while, They have never done anything ever. At no point was a lock chest actually useful. But for a while that they still existed in the game, you couldn't use them or get them for anything. I believe they actually give off light, so they're like kind of marginally useful, but also it's just kind of funny. Is there anything in here? Are these other ships worth looting, or is there just like nothing here? Because I think there's just nothing. Okay, invisible ladder. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I think what's happened here is the ladder's on the wrong side of the block. So it's not rendering properly. Now how that has happened, I don't know. Very interesting. Free arrows. If I never need arrows, I can come back here. Looks like that's about the only thing on this ship, though. I'll take some, I guess. I'll take just a couple, you know? Just a reasonable amount of arrows. And then take the invisible ladders back down. I haven't been using the bow much because I don't have a good source of infinite arrows, so I think this fixes that. Right? I'm sorry, John Super Hostile. I let you down there. I took a couple more than one, but you'll understand. Let's get the purple wool. Do I have room for this stuff? I have room for the sticks. Let's take the sticks. We gotta have the sticks. Oh, and one torch. Okay, good. If I take enough sticks, I'll... Oh, zombie. Let's get that. Lord knows I couldn't make my own sticks, so, you know. I was just talking about how shit my tree farm is, so... I mean, I really have no way to make sticks, so... It's a good thing that I got all these. See, this is the victory music for collecting a stick. We've earned this. I do have the wool, right? Yeah, there it is. Thank you, I'm glad you agree. That. And I'll take this so that I have an even number of wood, and I'll take these. So I have an even number of wood that's a multiple of 4. I don't have room for this because I took that random slab. What am I going to do? Oh, but I can stack the arrows. And then I can take this chest as well. That is probably all the stuff that is worth taking from this dungeon, and also a bunch of stuff that's not worth taking from this dungeon. But also, I'm probably going to come back and take the rest of it anyway. That can be an off-stream kind of project, though, because it's just going to be grab an inventory full of crap, ride a really long minecart rail, dump the inventory full of crap, repeat. So, not exactly a thrilling gameplay loop, perhaps. Not nearly as thrilling as ride a long-ass minecart rail, do some random shit, ride it again. This victory song really goes, doesn't it? That's exactly what it'd be, is just lucky. And also, like, if I made this rail line go straight that way, like, you can see the main island. My base is right there, but we have to go all the way around it first to get to it, which I think is extremely funny. And also makes for, you know, much more riveting gameplay than if we didn't have to go all the fucking way around it every time. Let's see how the what inventory is looking at. Arrows are great. 11 sticks is going to annoy me because it's an odd number, but we'll live. Gold and diamonds, good, but not enough to do anything with. I mean, gold's actually not that good anyway. We'll use the wooden slab first. I'll make a sword with one of the or a bow. I can make a bow with 3 of them, and make tools with the other 8. That'd be good. I'm thinking it's going to be time to make a cobblestone generator, and then that's probably going to be the end of the stream for today. But I do want to fuck around with the generator, because I think there is a decent chance I fuck it up really badly and it's funny. I want to do one where when the block spawns, a redstone signal sends and then pushes the piston automatically. But I'm not sure if the game is smart enough for that to work. Because, like, when the block spawns, it would need to update the blocks next to it to remind it, hey, you should send redstone through this now. And I'm not sure that it does. So the obvious solution to that is to make a redstone clock that, like, pulses constantly. I have had a lot of issues in the past making clocks that get stuck. And I don't know if I'm just stupid or, or what it is, but... I did remember that if you make the clock over a chunk border, it gets kind of fucky. I have no way to tell where there's a chunk border. I could also make a really shitty timer with a minecart, which would be kind of funny. So maybe we'll do that. I don't know if the shitty minecart timer is any more or less likely to get stuck, but it would be funny, so... And we've made it. Oh, and I put the purple wool in there. Purple wool goes on the monument. And I'll put all the other shit away and then we'll get designing. I cannot remember if I slept here. I think I did. Purple goes here. Oh, the star theme. Gotta have that. Do I have a chest for arrows? I think I do. You're absolutely right. Just a minute. Hang on, let me just let's just go back upstairs. A tasteful minecart. It's like the I have a tasteful slab right here. Where should I put it? I think it'd look lovely right there. I think we are out of actual music. I think we're onto... apparently this is Mount Wario. So this is actually real music. And there's 4 Mount Wario tracks. And then we have... we're back to real music somehow. I don't know why it's gone back to real music, but we get Mount Wario, we get Moonview Highway, and then we get Koopa Cape. So, like, there's still a handful of actual songs. I don't know why there were so many jingles just in the middle of there. I think John Nintendo when he uploaded it, just kind of forgot about those couple of ones. Okay. So I decided I was going to make this work out by making a bow, so we're going to do that. That's gonna go there. Because if we were just into Jingle City, like, that's funny, but yeah, I'm gonna put on something different because I don't want to just listen to jingles. But apparently there's still more Mario to Kart. Let's make more pickaxes. I could make a diamond pickaxe, which would let me mine obsidian and then maybe skip the Nether Island, which is not the worst idea I've ever had. Alright, so we need to have bucket and bucket, and we want some piston, and a lever, and some redstone, and some torches, and some repeaters. That's all great. And then for the funny timer system, if we need that, I need 4 rails, and a detector rail, and a powered rail. And a minecart. Let's see how this goes. So I want to put the generator, we'll put it here. Now you can... Pistons push by 12 blocks. So I want this to be like 10 blocks in the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 10. There we go. Let's light this up so I don't die of death. Doot, 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 doot. And there's the access hatch for the generator. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is perfect. So piston is going to go here. That sandstone's just gone forever. Good to see it. Good to see it. Let's clear out a little space to work with. This is part of why I made the extra pickaxes, is because I need to do a little bit of this action. They kind of do. He kind of does help. Like, as dumb as hell as it is, he does help. I'm glad to have him there. You know? So here's the plan, or at least what I'm thinking about, is we put the water there, and then give me those back. Actually, fill that in. The lava goes here. It makes a cobblestone. And I dig it. It makes a second cobblestone. So we've now achieved cobblestone. Then, alright, I need a way to get around. Which is going to be around the back of this. Let's light this up. The ladder is not in a great spot, if I'm honest. It needs to be one further back. I can put it in that corner though, that'll be fine. That sandstone is just, I'm not getting that back. Okay. So we need to power the piston. Oop. Maybe not do that. So my first thought, knock this out, is to have a repeater here with a torch powering it. Okay, that activates the piston. When I dig this, it does not go back down. So immediately we have a slight issue with the system. Is that does that, which I didn't think it was gonna do. What if I move it one up? Well, that does not power the piston, so now we know that. What I was hoping to do was have it power the block on top of the piston, but not power the piston itself, basically. Maybe you can't do that. What about this? No, that powers it as well. Alright, maybe this idea is just not a great idea. So, we're going to plan 2. Which is fill this in. Oh, true. Good thinking. Also, I've flooded myself. I'll hop up and get some, like, glass or something. I think actually glowstone should work for that. Because you can put glowstone, you can put redstone on glowstone in this version. I should be a little bit careful not to obsidianize my lava as well. I think I filled in that hole. That's supposed to be a hole. That's on purpose. I also messed up my ladder way. That's okay. I want to put it over here. But yeah, I think you can use glowstone as a non-solid redstone accepting block. So we'll try that. I don't know if this design, like, works. Like, I don't think I've ever made a... Ow. That was kind of stupid. I should have left these here, so anyway, but whatever, it's fine. I don't know that I've ever actually made one of these that works before. So we're winging it. Fill these back in with sands. Oh, don't fall down the hole though. Alright, let's get glowstone and let me get more minecart rails to make a timer. Because I wasn't thinking I'd have to actually make a timer with it. I was just thinking I'd have to, okay, so, glowstone. I'll try glass, so I don't think glass works. I sure have a bunch of shit. Alright. So I don't think you can put redstone on glass. Let's find out. Nope. Okay, get rid of that. And then get rid of another one because it's going to annoy me to have an odd number. Okay, great. You can on glowstone, so let's try it. Repeater. Nope, that just activates it. Disappointing. And then same with this. Yeah. So I was under the impression that the way repeaters worked was that if I did like this, it would power this block, but it wouldn't power the one under the repeater, or the so. But I think what's happening is that the block underneath the repeater is getting power, and that's what's powering the piston. That's my hypothesis. We can work around this though, in a really dumb way. Oh, okay, goodbye, glowstone. I didn't want you back anyway. Yes, I did. That's a lie. Is it in here? No, it's just fucking gone. Dang. No, it was in here. Okay, let's go. And up. Do that. I'm going to a lot of effort to recover one ladder. I don't really think it's worth it, but there we go. So knock some room out here. Make a minecart timer, which is like the worst kind of timer. So I'm very excited about it. Yeah, that's one thing I think is really interesting. There's a new change in the real version that is either new or not that new anymore, or maybe this was like a year ago and I just am out of the loop. But people were bitching about it because it changed how redstone worked to remove some of the jank about it. And people were mad because they built systems that relied on that jank, and now they don't work because they fixed the jank. And it's like, okay, well, I see the problem is that you built the system relying on the jank, and now so they have to keep the jank or it doesn't work. You get that a lot with legacy systems where you have to, you have to keep the jank of how it used to work or it will break things. But also part two, maybe you shouldn't have built the system on the jank? But then with it, it's Minecraft redstone, so like, who cares, really? Like, oh, I know a big one's quasi-connectivity. I don't know what that is, but it's a thing. And people were mad that they're gonna break how it works. It's like, I don't even know what that shit is in the first place. I understand that you power the redstone and redstone goes, that's about it. I still don't know what a comparator does. And I've never used an observer. Okay, so let's see. Here is the sneaky scheme I have prepared. We put a detector rail right here. Actually, I can put it if you go... Why did that turn into dirt for a second? If you go here, that saves us one rail. Let's put the powered rail here. So, how does this do? I don't quite know exactly what the timing needs to be, but how's this? That is not going to make it all the way around. Minecarts without you, when you're not in them, go way less far than when you are. That makes it around. Oh, that's a little too fast, actually. Okay, we can make this a little longer. Let me also knock out some of these so we can test if it's working or not. The best part of this system is I'm never going to use it, like, ever. Oh, it's so back. I really like this style of redstone where it's all old and shitty. As I'm sure you're not surprised to hear. How's that do? There's the new one. That was a little slow there. I think this works. That looks pretty good, right? Oh, this one didn't work. Oh, it's not working because the it's full up now. Let's go try it out. Alright, so in theory, I dig this, and we get new ones, right? I meant for this to, I thought that it would end up, I thought this was going to be the highest one, not this one, but that's fine, we can work with that. What do you think of my cobblestone generator? I will probably never use that, but we've been going through so many materials making the big-ass rail line that I don't need, that I felt like it was probably worth having. Throw that in there, throw that in there. The levers can go in here, with the repeaters I didn't use, and the torches. I used 2 of those. Oh, actually, the torches need to hook down because I have so much redstone it goes like this. Boop. Okay, good thought with the glowstone, but yeah, like you said, the redstone in this version, and also just in general, is a bit shit on the best of days, so can't complain too much. Good thing John Super Hostile gave me the piston, though. No way could I have afforded to make a piston which consists of... Right? I'm actually surprised it came together that well. I bet the minecart timer is going to break down. If I'm honest with you, that's where I'm expecting the failure point to be. I have done that before. Yeah, it is I guess kind of boring. I just made it go into the loop, huh? Well, maybe next time. Legendary is another map that is entirely made of sandstone, and that one you need a cobblestone generator. So maybe we can do something funny with that. With that one, remind me. I'll make the next one worse. One thing that we could do is have a whole roller coaster that goes to multiple different lava and water sources, or you can even reuse the same lava source and just have multiple different water sources, so that, you know, for faster output, right? Because obviously that one is a little bit of slow output since it has to rely on, it just has the one generator, so you can sort of daisy chain a handful of generators all together, and then now you're cooking, right? What time is it getting to be? I've been going for 2.5 hours. That's usually about where I start to get tired and brain mush full. So I think we're gonna call that here for today. Made a cobblestone generator. I think we got like 2 wools, right? That was pretty good. Let's go look at that. Yeah, so we need the light gray still. We need blue. Red and black. One of these is the nether one. And then gold and diamond block. We know where the gold is. I know where the diamond is, but we haven't seen it yet. God, when did we start Sunburn Islands? I think this is part 5, as you can see in the title. So, I guess a little over a month. Oh, speaking of a little over a month, I have not idled in this one at fucking all for the grass to grow. So it's here. It needs to go up this staircase, which is actually great because the fact that it just needs to go up means that as long as chunks are only on the XZ plane, right? So as long as I idle here, the whole staircase should be loaded. So it's making good time. Genuinely, I was thinking, if the grass has not made it to the monument by the final Minecraft stream of the year, I will do a Let's Watch Grass Grow stream. What I would do is I would put... So to make the grass grow faster, I could put more dirt by it, right? So this is all one block wide. What I could do is something like, if I knock these out, something like this. And then, so every time the grass tries to grow, there's 2 spots it could go to instead of just 1 spot, and that would speed it up quite a bit. So I would just need to go dig a bunch more dirt and then like double or triple or quadruple wide the whole rest of the dirt pathway. But that's a lot of effort, and I don't want to do it. But it would be really funny. So we'll see how that works out. But at the moment, what I just do is just kind of leave this here and then just go to sleep. And then when I wake up the next day, the grass is grown. So good stuff. It's made it quite a ways. I mean, it is good, but not there yet. There's a reason I've never done that. We have reached the end of the random songs that got shunted into the playlist, and it's also kind of timed very well with when I was going to end anyway. Unless it's doing the thing... Are you still listening? Let me check. Nope, that was the end. The final one was Tor Madrid Drive Stadium. An icon. And also, it's recommending me a half an hour video called Ultimate Mario Kart Medley Revamped Every Song Is Here by Fred the Monty Mole. So, probably Fred's done a good job with that. I don't know. That's the end for today. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it.